surprisingly enough, they double as a pair of screwdrivers. I told everybody I'm going out. Yeah. This little screw right here is going loose. Fixed. What's up, bag of loose change, Angelica? What's up? Just fixing my little camera thing here before I get ready to go out. I thought it was broken, but it just keeps coming loose. So, all these extra little attachments that came with my GoPro. Look at this thing, it's crazy looking. But that's what we use. Right? So let's grip this in here. Slide it down a wee little bit. Oh, sound is not good. Sound is not good because my microphone was on the other side of the room. I don't know where my little fluffy thing is this time, so actually I do know where it is. I lied. It should be in one of these little outside spots on one of my backpacks or one of my suitcases. That one out. Need to have my toothbrush out. Where is my little microphone windshield? It sucks that the way that this company made their product, there's no place to put the windshield inside the case. So I figured I'm going to lose this thing. Hopefully I didn't lose it already. Can I have your daughter for the rest of my life? Say yes, 'cause I need to know. Ah! Oh, look, there's my vape that I can't use anymore. That would be nice right now. Yes, say yes, 'cause I need to know. Stickers, soap. Where'd that thing go? What's up, guys? That already. Bag of loose change. What's up? Sound is fixed, right? Yeah? Now it's looking better. Oh, well, don't mind. Guys, we're having a little drink of this. I bought the wrong kind. I usually buy grape, and I saw the word grape, but it's not. It's grapefruit. It's still okay. It tastes like rubbing alcohol, if you ask me. Not super impressed with that one. But I need my little microphone thing. Where did you go? You cannot hide from me. Where are you, microphone thing? I guess it's not going to be windy. I'm not getting on a motorcycle. Perhaps I stuck it in my pocket earlier. Oh God, I don't want to go out with all this money in my pocket either. Let's find a place for that. So folks, we're going out to meet two American friends of mine. Lady Rock and Pop, what's up? We're in a new city right now. Malate Philippines, said much like Makati, Philippines, spelled a little bit differently. We're gonna have a blast here. I'm meeting up with a man that I met in Cebu 2 years ago. Let's take some money with us though. Ballin', Shot calling. Look at all this cash. It says that I have $2,500. Yeah, right. This is freaking 20, 40, 60, $85 or $90. Looks like I'm balling, but that's fucking $90, guys. I need to go to an exchange soon. Oh, maybe not. I still have 1,000 right there. Okay, so let's just take one of these and stick it here. Stick the rest back in my passport, because we ain't living out here balling or nothing, guys. Spent too much on fucking tattoos to be balling out. But look at that. Look at that. Look at that fresh new arm. I gotta change this cover. I keep talking about it and never doing it. Maybe if I take this out of my suitcase, I'll actually do it this time. All right, I need a good place to hide my money in this room. Not gonna let y'all see that, so hold on a second. All right, money is hidden. I need those scissors again for just a second. My friend has been waiting for me for like 3 hours. It took me 3 hours to find a goddamn cab. What in the world? I guess Friday night in the Philippines, it's not that easy to get a grab. I was about ready to just buy a regular taxi cab, but last thing I need to do is put a little stuff on here. Oh God, it hurts. Oh yeah, give it to me. I love the pain. You know, I used to actually be a pain freak. I actually liked pain, but then I got my leg broken, and I spent 5 months in bed and a year and a half in pain every single day. I don't like it no more. But the tattoo needs. What the fuck? You calling me? Hello, room service. Hello. Oh, okay. Tell him I'll be there in maybe 45 seconds. Okay, thank you. My friend is here to fetch me. How nice is that, though? This guy I met a couple of years ago. Oh, yuck. That's not good right there. I don't know how well y'all can see that. But that is the sign of a little bit of an infection. So we're going to cram this stuff right on there. I didn't go with the sticker this time, and I think I made the same mistake Angelica did. I wore the sticker for the first 24 hours, and then I slept in the bed. And the bed sheets here may not be awesome. Yeah, world's shortest live earlier. The friend's motorcycle earlier, but I got to talking with. What was that? Fix the boxers. We're gonna get going. Especially women.
Yeah.
The trauma, like, I got molested and fucking beaten and all that kind of shit. So
I'm going to share something with you that just happened about my childhood. like a couple of weeks ago. It's crazy that you said that.
Well, Mom.
I had somebody send a message to me. It was a weird kind of an apology. I don't know what the fuck it means.
Awkward.
Yeah, but you mentioned that. But hell, who escapes? Who escapes?
Yeah, I mean, I think everything that happens to us kind of makes us who we are, and
I'm not complaining.
I blame some of my extra sexual activity on it, but
sure,
I don't dislike it, you know.
Go with it. Don't let it keep you down. You go with it and just keep riding it.
So can I have you make a drink for me? It might not be on the menu, but just vodka, soda water, and either pineapple or mango juice, either or, one of the two. Maybe mango today.
Mango.
More soda water than mango, you know?
Yep. Some of the best parties of my life are right here. I've been coming in for 8 years.
8 years, huh?
All
the
because,
same spot.
Yes, same spot. All because of this.
Well, that's where we met up last time, was in the rooftop. You took me straight to a rooftop place, so that's like your favorite.
Yeah, I'm a rooftop guy, but this was like
I always like
during the day. It's still a beautiful scene. You used to you used to be able to see the water in the bay. You can still see it, but barely. I think the trees have grown up and a few more buildings have been added.
Yeah.
But you used to be able to see the bay.
Yeah, we're super close to the water now.
Yeah, pretty close, like 4 blocks. And you can walk, like from here, you can walk over to the bay, and you can walk up and down. And this place it's full of travel. Like just people coming in for 1 night, 2 nights, and then they're gone. It's lots of that.
We got a tour guide that's been here for 8 years.
Yeah, 8 years. 8 years and a year and a half in the Philippines.
Only a year and a half?
Yeah.
You've been here 8 times.
I've been here 13 times to the Philippines.
Okay, I was gonna say.
And I've probably spent a year and a half. And I've probably spent 2 months in this right here. This hostel. Simply because of the
Thank you for not sleeping.
People. What's that?
Thank you for not sleeping.
Well,
it looks like a bed.
People will just sleep there.
Yeah.
That table right there, I drink more damn beer on that table than it's been there for 8 years.
Cheers to you. You got your beer. Cheers to this gentleman. Hello, Sarah. Hello, VG.
And by the way, congratulations.
Yeah, man. Thank you. Like, it's happened so fast, but the consistency is what it takes.
That's what it does.
I've made fucking 600 videos in 4 months. So that's a little drive and determination. Because I know I have the character. So YouTube just wants to see you do it every motherfucking day. So if I don't do a live, then I do 6 shorts.
Interesting. Let me just understand, Miguel.
I just watch, a ton of videos about what they want to see and what you can't say. Like, there's certain conversations that your channel will get flagged and blacklisted.
Who is monitoring all this?
So it's an AI mostly. AI listens to everything. Anything that, like, say they're watching it over there, it's like a minute and a half behind from what's happening right here, right now. And if we start taking penises out or talking about the stab, from that sickness everybody had, can't talk about that. On live stream you can get away with swearing. That's fine. They don't care if you say fucking shit.
This is Ray. He's Norwegian. This is Steve.
Norwegian.
He's from
Steve.
York, Yorkshire, or English.
Yes, that's the one.
English.
English. But also from Yorkshire and York. Same place.
Don't know much about there yet.
Like Tennessee. Yorkshire is like Tennessee.
Oh, okay.
York is a place in Tennessee.
Yeah. Tennessee. Been to Tennessee?
You have? No, never. Never been to America.
Really?
No.
You're not missing that much.
It's not that big.
Except for
you're-
things
you're
like the
New
mountain.
York.
Yeah.
You're upstate New York.
Yeah.
Vegas and Disney World.
Well, you can go to Disney World in other countries. Yeah.
You
Well,
can.
I think so.
You go to Paris. There was
Yeah.
one. Is it Tokyo? There was a
Yeah, I think
Disney in Tokyo.
Yeah, Tokyo's apparently a good one.
Got some darts over here. Last time I went to a bar, I was playing darts with somebody, and while I was playing, I found out how racist he was, and I ended up having to fucking tell him, like, bro, you keep saying shit like that around me, it's not gonna be cool.
Speaking of racist, there's two young men here, young black men from America. One's from LA, the other one is from, shit, where's that from? Anyway, he's an artist, one's a young man, artist. I saw him drawing, I was like, damn, you're an artist. And he's also an aspiring tattoo.
Oh, nice, nice.
He's wanting to get into that. And I said, well, I just might have the hookup.
Man, I've met some of the best tattoo artists in the world last weekend. Like, definitely in Asia. Like, it's an international convention. And the three guys, it's kind of funny, the three guys that I picked that were walking around, all three of them won awards, top 3 in the weekend. And I was like, wow, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, they got really good food here. It's a pretty cool place to be. You don't have to leave. You can come here, and that's what some people.
That's what
do.
hostels like, you know.
They kind of like that. You just come here, and every day there's a constant change of people. You meet people every day. You'll meet 5, 10, 20, unless you're stuck in your room all
But
day.
if you're willing to talk,
Yeah.
Right, Steve?
yeah, I met half a dozen people.
Yeah, I said, Steve, come here. He sat down, and we've been best friends ever since.
Yeah, that's the way I am. Like, I mean, shit. As soon as you saw me and you said something, I was like, all right, this guy's all right. This guy's all right.
Yeah.
I hadn't even put my bags down yet. And
No,
you're like, you want to go out to get some
I remember
food?
meeting you. It's like we were in this. It was
Shittiest
Cebu.
hotel.
It was Cebu. It was like I just told him the. I just
You
told
made
him the
it
story.
Cebu.
Yeah, we were so. Normally on Expedia and things like that, there's lots of. Once they all fill up, there's a second stream that comes in of hotels that come up that you will never book. They're really shitty places. That place was nasty.
Yeah, it was gross.
It was nasty.
Rona's
we're
still mad
there.
at me.
It's not just me and him. It's lots of other Westerners coming in there that
Oh,
night.
it's gross.
You go there.
And we
Well,
booked
we
it.
got.
So I'm in there and I'm like, what am I going to do? This guy shows up and I'm like, ah, look at that guy. He's colorful. Let's go get something to eat. He says, okay. So we went downstairs. We got some beer. We drank some beer.
I did have a beer downstairs
We
with
had
you.
a beer down
Yeah.
at the bottom, kind of. And
I
then
don't normally drink it, but that's what they
And
had.
then we took a cab, or did we walk out to the airport and
Cab
got
to
something
a
eat?
rooftop place.
Yeah, went to another rooftop place.
Met some guys there too, actually. I remember making a little video because I don't know if you guys were talking in a different language or I just backed up regardless because you guys were talking. And I backed up, I recorded it, I went out to the rooftop, and then came back to the table. I don't know, we got some good food there. I remember the food.
But it was right
good.
on the airport
Yeah.
because we were all leaving the next day.
Yeah.
And,
And Rona was so mad at me for booking that place. That woman. She said hi, by the
It
way.
was nasty.
Yeah, she's like, you know, you took me to the
it
dirtiest
was
place I've
dirty
ever
and
been.
Nasty.
Mold in the hotel.
In
It
Chicago,
smelled bad.
Illinois, I went I was staying in a hospital that was worse.
Worse than that.
Yeah.
I don't know if that exists.
It does.
Oh. Yeah, don't ever go to the Cebu
Ray,
hospital
what's the
that we
bed?
were at.
I don't use Expedia anymore.
I use it all the time.
I used to use it, but why?
Sarah, what's
I
up?
don't know.
VG,
not the
what's
best
up?
deals, and yet not the best
Party time, Dry Guy
recommendations, not the
May,
best.
Express,
But I use
Martini,
the
please.
Donut or
I use all those too. But
White wine only.
I still
Vegas
rely
here.
on
What's up in
like
Vegas?
Airlines and booking of hotels. If I can book them.
Snow, winter, I
on
wish I could.
Expedia, you're not going
Hey
to have
fam.
any
Oh, regular Sarah. What's up, Sarah?
sorted me out for.
So we got two Sarahs in here now.
I had
Live earlier was hilarious. Oh, you guys actually saw that? Yeah, it was the shortest live I've ever
Trip,
done.
so I booked it for a trip, and it was Bali, which is Denver Park, to Jakarta, and then back to Bangkok.
I don't know if you guys can hear these guys.
And then Trip emailed me saying the airline changed the dates, changed the time. 2 hours.
Expedia or Trip?
Trip.
Trip did this.
2 hours later, right? I turn up on time. I turn up on time.
I'm
to
doing
that flight. I
super
said,
great, guys.
You were meant to be on your original
Met this guy
flight.
last year.
But Trip then said book whatever flight you need to go where you want to go.
No kidding.
And refunded the whole amount. So
Really?
I like Trip.
Nice.
So instead of going I got there earlier than I would have got there
Yeah.
because I went direct. I had to leave Bali that day. So there was no my visa ran out, so I just had to leave.
Yeah, well, this
And,
was.
and Trip sorted me out. They said the airline told them, but then the airline said no, we didn't. But they would not have informed me that the airline changed it unless the airline said they did. They wouldn't have emailed me, would they?
No, directly.
So Trip went and they looked into it and said, yeah, it's their fault, and refunded me my new flight cost. And I got back to Bangkok earlier than I would have got by taking the two-legged flight.
That's always good.
So I like Trip.
I had
So
some.
you're live streaming this.
Yeah. There's not a ton of
So
people
how
in
many
here
people
now.
There you go.
are watching you live?
Only 10 right now.
Just 10?
Yeah.
But that's a lot.
It'll go up.
But you
I
know-
have like my solid crew that's always here,
Yeah.
and then depending what I'm doing, it could be up to 150 or 250. It's not usually more than that.
That's
but
a lot.
I average about 10,000
That's a lot.
per video. So
Well, on your views after. Oh.
yeah, when you end it, it's
Yeah.
between 10 and 25,000 usually.
Then the
Yeah, because some people
yeah.
watch for 5 minutes. Some people watch the whole time.
people love it.
They really do.
I'll watch it.
I'm blown away.
Yeah. Yeah.
My last
All you
gym
got to do
visit-
is just be you. You get out there and say, "Hey guys, here's life. This is it.
And this is what I'm doing.
This is what you know. This is why we travel. This is why we go around the world. This is why we go into strange lands, strange experiences."
I used to have the confidence to go,
Because see, most
but
yeah.
I can say it in front
Most
of the
people
camera,
want to
not
do this,
film
but they're
myself
afraid.
on the camera.
Yeah, they like
They're
seeing
afraid.
people like us.
Yeah.
Just look, a regular guy
Just fucking hey,
travel in the fucking
no
world.
problem. We're in
you-
one of the most supposedly dangerous places in Manila.
I went to Tondo first.
I've been here 2 months. I spent 2 months right here.
My first place I went in the Philippines this time was Tondo, because I heard it's the scariest, worst place, and there's gangsters and this and that. It was beautiful. Like
Condo.
it's like where you ever heard of Happy Land? It's where there's a giant dump. The people there are living in pretty bad poverty.
Manila area.
Yeah.
Well,
Outside Manila.
the poor people are going to go to the dump to get
And
whatever.
really, the people there were the happiest people. You know, I did a little like giveaway thing. I went and bought a shitload of food and stuff and gave it to all the kids. Played volleyball with the kids. It was a good time overall. If I didn't get mixed up with
You
a
okay?
freaking a lady boy I met the time before that ended up getting all my bags locked up in her room, that was a little bit rough start to my trip. But I threatened to call the embassy and the police after about an hour and a half, and they were ready to open the fucking door.
Thinking food time for me.
But they were holding it illegally. I guess the girl that brought me there,
Food for me. I need.
she owed rent or something, and they took her key. She told me that she lost her. So when the landlord came to lock the door, I was already like, what is going on here? And we went out for a walk. We went all around the town. By the time we came back, we had 5 people with us. And when we go back to the hotel room, they were like, we're not letting you in. And I was like, well, listen, I don't live here. I just want my bags. I'm ready to leave. And she started telling them that I was a lawyer from America and I needed to catch a flight. And the lady asked me, am I a lawyer? And I was like, no, my brother is. She might be talking about my brother. I don't have no brother lawyer either. But it was a nightmare, and it took like 3 hours. My local Filipino friend that's probably in the chat right now had to come and save me, basically. Like, I recorded what people were saying, because I had no idea. They're all arguing in Tagalog and Visaya. And I'm like, I don't even know what's going on right now. It was a nightmare. I had a great day, but the end was a nightmare. And then I got out of there, and her and I are not friends on Instagram anymore. Like, she almost screwed me over for my whole trip. I thought I was getting my fucking bag stolen. It was just a nightmare.
Well, since we last met, I lost 15 pounds.
Same here.
Really? I thought you looked better.
Yeah, I've been in the gym constantly. Like, when we met, I was still just getting off a cane from my broken leg.
Yeah, I remember you were limping around.
So I had a fucking belly on me from sitting in bed, but
yeah.
no fucking abs now.
Yeah.
I've been here a month, and they're starting to go away because I drink too much and I eat everything, you know, but...
I do, and I've done this. I got into this thing called Schlitz.
Schlitz?
I did it for 3 months in the U.S. I did Schlitz, and I've been here for 2 months. And it's a supplement. It's a Himalayan supplement. It's a mineral supplement. And I got into that, and I was taking that in the morning, and it killed my appetite until and I was eating 1 meal a day. And for the past 5 months, I've been eating 1 meal a day. That's how I've lost the 15 pounds.
I do keto diet when I want to lose weight.
Keto is good.
Yeah, I just
love
do keto.
I do
cut
keto.
sugar, cut
I
carbs.
do that too.
Drops.
Yeah.
And if you're eating 1 meal a day, it's basically intermittent fasting, only to the most extreme level.
It's intermittent fasting. I go all day. I don't drink anything. And at night, I eat food. I eat whatever I want. I try to eat keto.
Yeah.
But if like tonight, I broke down and ate some other stuff.
Yeah, you gotta have a good
and
food
that's
once in a
okay
while.
too. But you know, I'll drink beer. I drink whatever I want to drink, and I'm losing weight. But it's got to be 1 meal a day. 1 meal a day.
My daughter is that. So once in a while I have to answer people, otherwise they get bored of me. He said he was from England, right? We got a viewer from Birmingham, England. Got somebody said what's up from Birmingham.
I am your brother.
Say what's up back to him.
Hey, all the way from Yorkshire here, but not in Yorkshire. Get out of Birmingham quickly.
Get out of there quickly. Yeah, this whole thing has been happening so fast. Yeah, I was gonna say when he was talking about the visa thing. So I didn't know when I was gonna leave here this time, or where I was going, because I have extra time before I have to get back to America, but I only have 30 days to be here. So I was gonna buy a ticket that I could get refundable right when I got here. Well, I forgot because my plane got delayed and it got switched. So I arrived to the Philippines with no exit strategy, and that's a no-no. But I'm going through immigration.
They normally don't ask.
Oh, other times they ask me. Other times.
Mine asked when I boarded the flight. I booked a flight to China, but I'm not taking it. It was
What you do is
$50.
you go on
$50.
Expedia. Here's what I used to do. I used to go on Expedia, book a flight 30 days out, and then as soon as I arrived, I would book it when I left my destination.
Cancel it.
Then I would cancel it as soon as I got here.
That's my
And
plan.
then, now, here's what happened. Is Expedia stopped doing that. So now you have to book. I book the cheapest flight I can, and when I get here, they still, even if it's just 15 days out, they still, they know it's a joke. They know it's ridiculous, and they go ahead and give me the 30-day visa.
Stay out of
I just
America.
don't take that $30 flight.
Okay, well, I have
The cheapest thing I could find.
$50 flight to China, which I'm not taking.
And I stay, I just let it go, it's gone. It's a fee.
I can also move my flight. Mine was a flexible fare to China, so I can move it again.
If you can keep moving it, but generally you're going to pay more.
It's free to move it.
I have a travel credit card which allows me to just cancel if I buy it on the card.
Really?
Chase.
So what do you got? How much do you have to pay?
Nothing.
I'm talking about.
Nothing.
Hey, my ticket was this escape ticket on this last trip. This trip right here was to Korea for $40.
Yeah, I was gonna buy something like that when I hit the airport, but my plane got, distracted, and then I was just forgot about it. Everything's happening so fast. And the guy asked me if I wanted to ride because I had the cane still. So I was like, yeah, give me a ride. I don't know where the hell I'm going. So he gets me to immigration, and they were like, when do you plan on leaving the Philippines? And I was like, the 18th. And he's like, wait, you mean the 13th? Your visa's good for 30 days. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, the 13th, not the 18th. I'm going to Vietnam. And he's like, okay, go ahead. No proof of nothing.
One of the best companies, because I have a second ticket that I use for Bangkok and Vietnam from when I've been in Thailand. VJet Air, and you buy the second price ticket and you can move it free of charge. And I've moved it for 1 year.
Oh shit, I moved it for a year.
No, but I keep moving it. So every time I leave and come back,
how long have you been
I just bounce the ticket.
This time, 3.5 weeks. Like I only have until the 13th.
No, you renewed your visa.
No, not since I've been here.
Okay.
Renew
so
it
when
then.
are you going to renew your visa?
Oh, I'm not, because I have to go to a gig in America.
All right.
When are you leaving?
So, I have to be out of the Philippines on the 13th for my visa, but I don't have to be to America until the 19th. So I have this little gap,
Oh,
and I'm thinking about maybe going to Vietnam or
Vietnam,
Cambodia, something like that.
Cambodia is Philippines, but
Is it really?
it's cheap. It's really cheap.
Yeah.
It's really cheap.
Yeah, those two places in my
both of
region
those
are
are
jump
good
cheap.
places,
Yeah.
yeah.
I want to
Drop
spend
in for a
more
few
time
days.
there, so I feel weird going there for like 6 days.
Now,
but
we need to, okay, one thing we need to do, if we got, I can show you how I travel.
yeah, you got that cheap ass flight recently. Like,
Well, okay, yeah, there's a way to do that.
I
There's
mean-
a technique to it.
my cheap flights is using a private app, like I think I use GoDaddy because it doesn't report anything. So I buy my tickets on there because every time you look at a ticket on a regular site, it goes up and up and up. So if I buy on a Sunday and fly on a Tuesday, is what I've discovered is the cheapest. But that flight you had for like $200 something to America, that's
Okay,
fucking cheap.
here's what's happening tomorrow. Tomorrow I fly from Manila to Tokyo for $124. I'm gonna stay in Tokyo 3 nights, and then I'm gonna get on a plane, just Zip Air, and I'm going to go from Tokyo to Los Angeles, LAX, for $225.
Yeah, that's insane. That's insane.
But it's all day long if you do it separately. Okay? And then I'm going to book from LAX to Dallas. I've already done this for $35.
So the tip is doing it all separate, not saying I want to go from here to.
I tend to do separate. I've done this the last 2 times. I try to do it Expedia. I like Expedia because it lays it out. If I can do it that way, but I primarily use Skyscanner.
Yes.
I use Skyscanner, and by the way,
Skyscanner.
But then you
Make
can
note
find
of that,
the
guys.
price-
Skyscanner.
Off Expedia.
Yes.
Or trip. Or
it tells you what Expedia does, or not Expedia.
Yeah, what
Skyscanner
Skyscanner
does. It tells you
the best.
where the cheapest route is.
And then
Okay.
you
Oh,
go.
the cheapest way is from here to here to here.
I got to make a note of this, guys.
So, and then you break it down. Then you start searching here to that city, then that city to that city.
Cheap
That's
flights Skyscape.
Skyscanner.
Oh,
Skyscanner.
cheap flights Skyscanner.com.
No,
I think
it's
so.
an app.
Oh, it's an app.
It's an app.
Okay, it's an app. Yeah, I'm gonna save that.
Yeah.
Now, when I get back, I've got another friend that wants to do a thing.
Skyscanner app.
Yeah.
But symbol is that one.
Okay, okay.
But yeah, and I think it might be a .com company.
So you guys heard that first, Skyscanner. We're gonna download that right now.
Skyscanner.
That's where I start, and then yeah, as you say, they use
And
trip.
you work out from there. I prefer booking Expedia because of reliability. Now you found your success with trips.com.
But I also use as I say then I find it's a VJet Air flight is cheapest, and then I go there.
Sorry, I'm not in the chat, guys. I'm being social, so
Yeah, I use.
I'll probably
many,
just set this camera down and take a seat
then final
here.
booking, but I use Skyscanner to find the flight I want.
Bam.
What it looks like.
Yeah, I just downloaded that.
Ice cream. By the
Bam.
way, you hungry?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Here's a spring roll.
Oh, here's a spring roll.
This is U.S. Tabasco sauce. If you want that, they make this place does a street fry out here. And when I'm here, that's typically what I get. Man. So anyway,
I try to eat a lot of
spring
street
roll
food.
left over, huh?
I use mostly street food, but you know, yesterday I went to all you can eat sushi for $9 fucking. I couldn't believe that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not bad.
Let's see, make sure we get us all in here. All right, guys, I'm not going to be super active in the chat right now, but
this is my itinerary, and that's Davao. I came to Manila. That's different, but yeah, I'm going back to the U.S. for about $300. It's going to be about $350.
It cost me $480 to come here from the U.S.
That's pretty good.
And I didn't book a flight back, so I don't know.
I used to book before COVID. I used to book
It's 1,000, isn't it? Oh.
less than $400 round trip from Chicago to Manila or Cebu.
That's insane.
And round trip, 400, less than 400, a round trip, 200 each way.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'll also open up the chat on my other phone so I can see what you guys are saying occasionally. But don't expect me to be super involved in the chat at the moment.
probably order some food up here.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna order something. I don't think what did I eat today?
I ate nothing till a little while ago.
Wow.
Then I went down and got this street food. Because you said you were going to McCarthy's.
I meant that's talk text. Every time I say Makati, it says McCarthy. I don't know why, and I don't reread my shit.
I thought it sounded like your favorite restaurant.
Every time I do talk text, it fucks me over. It's got a little further.
So where are you from anyway?
New York.
New York. Ah.
That's a country within the United
Yeah,
States. It's a
basically.
totally different.
Basically.
fucking-
But I'm not from New York City.
You come from the city that was founded from York. That was founded from Oslo.
Well, I'm not from the city though. I was born down there, but I moved out of there when I was 5.
Now, where do you live now?
Upstate New York.
What part?
Oneonta, Cooperstown area.
Okay. I spent a lot of time up there.
It's where the Baseball Hall of Fame is. Not that I like
Now,
baseball,
you're talking just Yonkers. You're not talking Yonkers or
no, upstate. Like
really up
4
there.
hours out of the city.
Oh, yeah.
Like 4 hours out of there.
You're talking.
Another country? No.
I mean, it's like a different country compared to the city. Like, there's farms and horses and...
New York City, tax-wise, carries the whole state.
Yeah.
Because
There's more
New York
financial.
State is actually a very poverty-stricken state, except it's got New York City and makes all this damn money in the financial
It's
industry.
a financial stocks and bonds and brokerages. It's like London. London's the same. It's the financial capital of England. It does carry some of the country somewhat.
Sarah, your daughter's in the UK. Just trying to get through this chat real quick to catch up. Somebody says I don't trust this guy. Why don't you trust this guy?
Which one?
Yeah, which one? Which one don't you trust? The guy from America or the guy from
England.
England. We always have trolls.
Yeah.
Are you lonely or sad? Tang over. I don't know who you're talking to. Just call it how I see it. How many children has it taken for you to not be lonely? I only have one kid. Guy Scanner. Gemini, what's up, Gemini? Thank you for tuning in. Gemini is one of my biggest supporters, and Lady Rockin' Pop. Good, Cosmic. We're just hanging out. All right, good. That's why I appreciate my chat, because a lot of my people will just, like, there's a whole bunch of people chatting, and they'll talk to each other.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
if I'm just doing whatever, they'll still talk to each other. We all kind of support each other. And Sarah, of course.
Let's see.
Damn, I
So
got to
you
the end
are
of it.
okay. So you're in what part? You're not.
So up here by Binghamton, up higher, in between Binghamton and Albany. So I'm dead center in there somewhere in the
you're
middle,
way up there.
like
Okay.
way up.
Yeah, so you're close to New Hampshire, You're okay.
Yeah, everything is basically 3 hours from me.
Yeah.
I can get to Vermont in 3 hours. I can get to New Hampshire in 3 hours.
So what's your channel? That's YouTube. Yeah, flip it back now, wrong way. No, you're upside down.
Oh.
What a search.
Yeah, we're building up the subscribers on this
There
trip
you go,
for sure.
I'll subscribe. Watch myself.
That's what people like. That's what people appreciate. They're like, oh wait, I'm actually on this.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a
Then I
commercial.
met you, so I might
You
watch you
start.
again when you go somewhere else.
It's like since I knew him, I watch his shit, and it's like I gotta watch the commercials too.
Yeah, the commercials just started.
I gotta watch them.
Where's that bell notification? Oh. There you go.
Am I live? No. Ah, yes. I'll leave.
Yeah, it's happened really fast. They monetized me. I got the, like, you gotta have 500 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. People actually watch, which is a lot. Yeah, pulling that off.
Watch time. Oh, yeah.
It's a bit like
Of
TikTok.
people watching me.
It's a bit like TikTok. To get money out of them, you've got to
gotta
have
do
so many
so much.
subscribers
Yeah.
and so
And the
much
only reason I
content.
don't do TikTok is TikTok's going to be canceled in America on January 25th.
Still,
That's what they say.
well, it was going to get cancelled before, though, wasn't it? But never happened.
It didn't happen last time, but when
you
they
think
said
maybe
that,
this time,
I don't want to put the effort and the time into it
so it to the zero.
just for nothing. I know YouTube's not going anywhere, so
But all you'd have to start doing on TikTok is just posting the same content.
yeah, because they don't
But
mind.
shorts.
You can't do it backwards though.
Ah.
You can't take your TikTok content
Right,
without
yeah,
hiding
true,
the
true.
label. So if
Yeah.
you put the label on there, it's silly. There's so many silly rules. Like on the
not
regular videos, I can't swear.
Yeah.
We can talk freely on a live, but if people in the chat are swearing, my thing will get flagged. So I have all these people that I make moderators, and they take care of the chat, which is amazing. Like, thank you guys for that. And they'll take care of that for me, so that I don't need to be here on every single one. I can have a conversation. And sometimes there's really racist people that'll come in here and spam like racist words, or
Like what?
they'll spell out the N-word
No, spell.
over and over and
Say
over.
it. Come on.
I can't say it. Ah.
But yeah,
Sometimes people try to get me to say stupid
There's
things.
no political correctness in the Philippines. All right.
Will you shout out my uncle Mike Hunt?
yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm like, God damn it, I'll do it, and then I'll realize what the hell I said. And there's people that are just there to try to troll you.
Yeah.
And it's funny, you know.
When I was a kid in the local high school, there was a principal that was not too with it, and somebody called in one time and said, "Hi, this is Bill Meoff. Can you please call my son Jack to your office?"
Yes.
And the dude, the principal, got on the intercom in the school and says, "Hi, I need Jack Meoff to come."
Pretty much, you saw Simpson, Bart Simpson on the phone to Bart. And they are funny, but yeah, time enough place.
Yeah. They try. But you got to deal with the good ones and the bad ones, you know. They come and they go.
But the more you get, the more it'll happen.
Yeah, I've got one friend that he's 23 years old. He moved from America to Thailand and started YouTube. He's making $3,000 to $5,000 a month now. 80,000 subscribers. Half of his money comes from donations, because when people watch, like somebody might be like, "Hey, I enjoy your conversation tonight.
Here's a fiver.
Here's a
No,
fiver.
$5.
Here's drinks for everybody,"
Yeah.
like shit like that, and that shit adds up pretty quickly. And now that's all he does. He makes a couple videos a week.
And if you make that out in Thailand, Bangkok,
And if
Asia,
if you're in Asia, that's
you're
enough
rich.
money to live. Like,
Yeah.
what nicely.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
No, there's a lot of people do. A lot of people that watch it.
So that's my goal. You know, I'm also going to take the money and like I have a bigger plan with this stuff. Like I would like to build something in the Philippines for like backpackers and creators to come to, and you know maybe we trade ideas. Maybe there's seminars. Maybe it's just a place where this guy knows me and he wants to come there. I'm going to charge him, you know, because the place is there. The cost is covered.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I got to get to that point still, you know.
Yeah.
But if you don't start somewhere.
You can't
Not
own
that.
anything here.
That's where you're mistaken. Because I have a good friend I've been working with for 4 years now. He'll own 50 or 60% of everything. I can own 40% of it. But he knows that I'm the money. So I'm the boss of everything.
No, it's 49, 51.
Oh, that's even better.
Okay, that's the ratio.
That's
not,
even
not
better.
that. Yes, you can own 49% of a corporation.
And the
And you
corporation
gotta have
can
a
use
partner.
the land.
Now, the key is you have to get a friend to do it. Now, here's another thing I'll tell you. This is going out there. But the way I think you can do it is you form a corporation, you purchase land, 49.51, and then you turn around and then you purchase for something the rights to all of this for 100 years.
Right. And you know.
Okay, I think there's something there.
Yeah, there's the same thing in. That's what I learned in Thailand. I don't know enough about it here yet.
My thing is, okay, bottom line is this: you want to find a Filipino person that you trust, that you're willing to partner with.
Which I found.
This is what
I
I've
found
been
it.
doing for a year. Okay, working with who I can trust, and I have someone I can trust, and that's my plan is to try to buy some land or something like that. It basically, but you got to have someone you can trust.
That's why I'm not
that's
doing
very
it with a
difficult.
girl.
That's very difficult.
I've got this guy Michael. I've been talking to him for 6 years. When he tattoos me, you know, we have this sweet deal. I can't even tell people what our deal is because it's so cheap. I did not pay what my body looks like for the amount of dollars. And he comes from a very simple, small home. He's got a wife that takes too much of his money. And we've been talking about the tattoo shop for like 3 years. This year we're finally making it happen. And I explained to him on this trip, I was like, listen, there's also another idea behind this. And that I want to buy land after we have the tattoo shop, I want to buy land here. But again, I have to use you. And he's like, brother, that would be amazing. And I was like, I want to get a big enough spot so you and your family can be way over there.
Now you can own business. You can completely control that business. You can control rights. You can do that.
I thought you had to own half of that too.
Maybe. I don't know. There's a lot. I don't know.
Because Rona was my insider on that stuff. You know, she worked for the bank and worked for a lawyer's office. So I asked her those little questions. But that's the overall plan. I want to do that here, make enough, and then make a second one in Thailand. Like once this one's established and done. And then that's my escape from America completely. Like, but I don't have that person in Thailand yet.
Did I finish telling you earlier that there was two of the guys here? The one that wants to be in a tattoo.
Yeah.
I told you that, right? He should be showing up.
I'm not going to take anybody new because I'm done training people.
I have no idea what your business means.
Well, in America, I constantly
like,
train people, and it's exhausting because then I'm there and I'm with them all the time.
Do you really train a person to do this?
Yeah, absolutely. It takes a year and a half. They pay me $4,000 or $5,000 to
Going
train
back
them.
to the whole Mozart thing. Do you really train a Mozart, or does it just have to be there before you even train it? You have to identify it.
Well, some people aren't even artists yet.
No.
They want to be a tattoo
Some people
artist.
aren't going to be artists.
Right, and if they still want to come into the business, then I have to teach them every fucking thing. Because I've been in the business 24 years.
Now you are a tattoo artist yourself.
I stopped tattooing.
You stopped it.
Yeah.
Why?
I can't be here all day long and run 3 businesses.
Okay.
So now I just train other people to do what I want them to do for me. And I do that with all my businesses. You know, I train body piercers, I train tattoo artists, and I train fire dancers.
That's actually smart. There was a book a few years ago. It's about how to make a successful business.
You train people to know what you can do.
You have to be a technical capacity, a business capacity, and entrepreneurial capacity. No one is all three. You either got to have partners, or you let someone else do the technical. You do the entrepreneurial.
I
and the
started
business.
by doing everything, but now I want to scale.
You can't do that.
And I've realized I can't do everything. So if I just keep training people with my attitude and the skill set, like you might be a way better artist than me, but you don't know how to talk to people, you don't know how to do books, you don't know how to fucking run social media. I gotta teach you all those little things, and then we're here, and I explain to everybody that works with me, if you do better, I do better. So we're on a team. Like, even if it's the independent contractors, we're on a team. Oh, you're good. You're good. They're like, oh shit, we're standing in front of the camera.
Where y'all from?
Netherlands. Nice, nice.
Where are you from?
New York for me.
England.
Kentucky. Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Okay.
What part of Mexico?
Yeah. I'm from Guanajuato. It's like in Mexico City.
Yeah.
It's like from León.
Yeah.
Nice, nice.
One of the largest cities in the world.
Which one?
Mexico City.
Pretty big city.
I did a little tour of the west coast of Mexico 3 years ago. Started in like Cancun and went down
Okay.
basically all the tourist spots down to Tulum, you know, Playa del Carmen.
Playa del Carmen.
Yeah. We got a tattoo in, Porto.
Nice. Yeah.
That's a fun time though. I had a blast there.
Really there.
Yeah, I spent my honeymoon.
Yeah.
Playa del Carmen and
Tulum and Cancun.
yeah.
Same thing, really. Money, honeymoon.
Yeah, the way there.
Same thing.
Yeah, no. Beautiful country.
Yeah, thank you so much.
But so is the Philippines. So.
Yeah, we just arrived today, so
Nice.
it looks really nice.
First
Are
day?
you also?
Yeah, I arrived in the club this morning.
Yes, I've always wanted to go to your country, but I don't know if I'm going to the Netherlands, the Dutch, or Holland. It's very, yes. It's always been, I understand it now, but it's like, am I going to Holland, Dutch, Netherlands? But I haven't been there yet.
Guys, thank you for all talking to each other again. Thanks for just hanging out
Come
with
to
me.
England.
Hi, I'm ready.
I've been to Holland, Netherlands. I like it.
Gemini, I'll take that into consideration. I'm definitely winning at the game of life, but there's always room to learn more. Always.
8 times ago.
Sarah, bless you. Have a great day. Thank you for coming
You
in.
want to order some food?
I was just thinking, I want to see you.
But also
Okay, there's nothing here right now. They close at 9.
Oh,
So you can order something, grab, or we can just go somewhere.
okay. Either or. I don't care. It's so cheap to order
I
here,
will
but
tell
I'm
you
happy to walk.
this. This is a pretty interesting place.
Yeah, I mean, I ordered some grab. It costs like $1 to order here instead of America where it costs $8 to order your food.
Order something, have them ship it here. I think that's done here a lot.
Nice to meet you.
I don't think I've ever ordered on Grab before, ever.
I sure haven't.
You're fine to walk. Yes, you're fine. You're fine. Don't worry about going around it. It's just alive. It's just alive. I go to the gym and people are like standing there in front of my camera. They don't even realize, and I'm not gonna say anything.
No.
It's just live. It's not like an edited video. My first experience ordering food in, the girl that I was staying with the other day, she got a tattoo from here to here in 2 days. 2 fucking days, her whole leg. I can't believe it even. But she was hurting, like, she tried to get out of the bed and she's like, oh my God. So I was like, you ain't walking nowhere for food,
I
are
tell
you?
you, I can. You know, I've never had a tattoo.
One tattoo is nothing, but
Yeah,
a
but
whole body part.
I will tell you this.
Something.
Okay.
You're
See
fairly
these teeth?
tattooed from what I can see.
Yeah,
Okay, you see these
barely.
teeth? How they look?
Straight as hell.
They're all caps.
So you know pain at least.
100%.
They put the little post in there, like
No.
drill?
Fronts.
They're all caps. They're crowns.
Yeah. So
But how do they stay?
Because they're crowns. You ever had a tooth
They-
break
so
and
they-
you recrown it?
glued back on.
So they
It's like
grind it. They
yeah,
grind it to a
replacement
little
back.
pointy nub,
And then
they put a
glue
thing on.
another,
Yeah,
another
yeah.
crown on top of it.
Okay. There's
Okay.
another way, I
They
guess, where
did
they put a post in.
100% of my teeth are ground down.
Ooh. How'd that feel? The grinding.
I'll tell you.
They put you out?
No. It took 3 days to grind every one of my teeth down. They put me in what's called provincials. They did this because my teeth were going to go. They're going to go bad. And so they ground them all down to I'll recap them and reinforce them and bring them back to their original integrity. But here's the thing. When they did this, it took 3 days. They ground them down. They took molds. Then they had to produce all these teeth. This is a huge thing to do. It took 80 hours.
Yeah, a friend of mine does it for a
80
living, but I never asked her what
hours.
goes into it.
I spent in a dental chair.
Awake.
God.
Awake.
Over like 2-3 months.
Yeah, but were you awake?
Yes.
Like no
yes.
pain or whatever it is.
But
like
let me tell you what happened. They're grinding on my teeth, all of my teeth. They're grinding them all down. You think. So the thing I didn't realize was how much impact that was to my body. It's enormous impact.
Yeah.
Because I was
medication
like
to stop it. but
I
you
was
still
like
feel
on
it.
day 2. I was like in my home. It was a day off. I went back for day 4. Day 3 was day 4. I got up and I was like, it's like middle of the day. I'm feeling this anxiety that I couldn't explain. It was like being smacked from the inside out. It was just like, God, what the hell is going on? And I remember I got up and I thought, only thing I knew to do is I said I went and got my vodka and I hit like 3 shots to calm me down. And I thought, okay. Later on, I realized what was going on. The trauma from this, the impact, was stressing me, and it was like inside out. It was inside out. And when I went and slammed that alcohol, I thought that gave me some relief. And then I was like, this is what an alcoholic is like.
Yeah,
This is what it's like to be an alcoholic. They can't stop drinking because the trauma inside them is trying to get out.
Yeah.
And they want to kill it, and that's the only way they know. This is what drug addicts are like. This is what they go through. But man, I tell you, that was hard. That was really, and I didn't understand it was happening. I didn't understand why it was happening. It was just like trauma. It was just this trauma. That was a learning experience from hell, man. I tell you, I'm very much less judgmental to people.
Holy shit, some of this stuff takes an hour, though.
Just now getting there.
No, the food takes an hour to get. 50 minutes, 45 minutes.
Yeah,
This one's 30 minutes.
I've not even looked. I was going to go out, but
We'll go out. We'll walk up here. There's street food up here.
well, that was my plan, but I keep sitting here.
He
I was
just
gonna
showed
leave
up,
2
by the
hours
way.
ago.
Did you know that? He was just here this
65 fucking
morning.
minutes.
He showed up at 7 o'clock this morning. But it was from Thailand.
Yeah, but it took me. I had from Hua Hin, 3 hour 30 taxi
Yeah.
to get to Bangkok. I arrived 3 hours before my flight. My flight is delayed 3.5 hours.
Ugh.
So I'm at the airport for 6.5 hours. It's another 3.5 hour flight. Then I'm just gagging for a cigarette.
I had fucking
So
10
I stopped
hours.
for 20 minutes, get a SIM card. By the time I get here, 14 hours have passed between when I started and when I got here.
My travel from America to here this time was 2.5 fucking days.
Yeah, well,
I had
yeah.
a layover, 11 hours in one airport, and then
Yeah.
I missed my flight on the first fucking.
Oh.
I went to the wrong terminal. They were both Washington was my next destination, so I just went to the one that said Washington. I didn't read the fucking numbers, and when they started calling people and I put my thing in, they were like, "You're at the wrong gate, sir." And I was like, "Shit, can I make the other one?" They were like, "Yeah, if you hurry." I go to the other one, and they were like, "Oh, that flight left 10 minutes ago." When's the next one? And they're like, 4 hours. All right, 4 hours ain't too bad. But the next one was 11 fucking hours. Thank God. Thank God I had a travel credit card. They put me in a fancy lounge, free food, free drinks.
Yeah,
I
that
couldn't
helps.
drink because I was sick. Like, I was just staring at the alcohol, whole fucking bar. But I was sick as hell, like, blowing my nose, coughing, and I didn't feel good. So I ate a whole bunch of fucking food, though. Like, whole bunch of food. And I did a live. I did a live for 6 hours until I got yelled at. And then I just put the live down here. Like, they told me I couldn't be doing that. So I just put it down here in my suitcase.
Why?
And I was
Because
like,
other
wow.
people haven't consented.
No, not because of the video even. I guess you're not allowed to make phone calls in that lounge. If you want, there's a phone call area for people that are talking or whatever. And I was like, that's ridiculous because I see people pick up their phone and have a quick conversation, this and that. So I just put the camera down here so they couldn't see it anymore. And I put the microphone closer to me and I talk lower, that's all. Because this thing is amazing. Like, I can hear all of us and probably them too.
Oh, really? So that's the microphone.
Yeah.
For that, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And it's amazing. It's like,
Yeah,
it's a really quality mic.
it's the sound they hear. I realised that when you.
Yeah, yeah. And I keep it here most of the time because then they can hear me perfectly
Right.
clear as day. But here they can hear all of us. But like it sounds like I'm in a studio if that thing is here.
Right.
Versus now it's just
The way
kind of hearing
the
us.
bass is-
You know, here's the music too, which that kills my monetization. That fucks me. I don't get paid for this video because all the copyright music. But I'll sit here and I'll get subscribers. And I'll get people liking the video,
Yeah,
and that's
okay.
I need more subscribers.
Because
so
you're rebroadcasting patented music.
yeah, yeah,
Okay,
and that really
gotcha.
fucks me because some of my lives, you know, I might get 4,000 people or 10,000 people watching it, and I didn't even realize that I
We can
walked
leave
past
and go somewhere where they don't have this.
Well, it's already started, so it doesn't matter. I've accepted the fact that people want to see me live. And if I make videos all day, there's no copyright. But I
And you
have a
get
hard
the
time
subscribers.
editing all day long. This gets me more subscribers.
It's about building subscriber numbers.
Yeah, because ultimately, at the end of the day, YouTube is never going to pay you enough to live unless you're getting literally 1 million views per fucking video. But if I make a website and I sell my t-shirts and I sell this stupid fan and a link to that, because I keep talking about this thing to everybody, I'm going to get a sponsorship for that.
What is that thing?
Oh, dude, it's amazing.
It's just a fan.
It's just a fan, but it's got this thing that keeps it up where I want it. If I go like this, I put this shit right here, and then there's the one on the other side, and then I walk around and I'm fucking cool all day long in the Philippines. Like, oh my god, if I had this the first time, I go through so many shirts.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
You know what we say where I come from in the Kentucky South? Suck it up, punk.
Not me, dude. I'm too
I
hot.
was going to say, New York is.
I'm from the cold.
Yeah.
I come
like
here
England.
right now. There's sweat on my fucking forehead.
You get far worse snow than we do in England most of the time. Scotland gets worse snow than maybe New York, but England, where I come from, which is still North England.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I think New York.
New York can
We
get
get
snow.
negative 12
ferocious,
degrees.
ferocious.
We can have negative 12, but it's the snow and the actual
No,
storms. that
he just said
generate.
Fahrenheit. You said.
Yeah,
but
you're
it's a-
Celsius.
But it said Celsius. You just said Celsius. He said Fahrenheit. But it's the
Ah.
same thing.
Almost.
Minus 11 is minus 11.
Ah.
It's
Is it?
Fahrenheit.
Is it?
Yes.
When you go in the mic, no, because 0 is freezing, and for them it's 32, right?
No.
Yeah,
Minus 11 Fahrenheit is.
I'm going to check this
I
out.
think
now,
it's
'cause
mi-
yeah,
no,
you're right with the
that's it,
32
no.
thing.
Right. So freezing
It's
is
no-
different.
No,
It's
no.
double
Minus
plus
11
32.
and minus 11 are the
So
same.
0 is 32 Fahrenheit.
Right, so if I'm
But
at
minus-
negative 12 and
Yeah,
he's at
I-
32,
yeah,
he's
we're
actually
at-
at 10 degrees
Yeah.
instead of where I'm at negative.
Okay,
I'm pretty
look,
sure.
Here's what I'm saying. Minus 11 degrees Celsius is the same thing as minus 11 degrees Fahrenheit.
Hey viewers, fact check me on this one. You heard him. Let me get in the comment section on that.
16 degrees Celsius is the same thing as 61 degrees Fahrenheit.
Let's find out.
Fahrenheit 61 degrees is 16
You see,
degrees
yeah.
Celsius.
0 is 32, like you said. 0, but that doesn't go below.
Oh, it doesn't
So I
go
need
below.
but you are correct with 0 is 32, and I think
That's how I do the
therefore,
math in my
minus
head.
11 must
Yes.
be, but I don't know what happens in a minus number, so
Yeah, minus 11 Celsius is minus
calculate.
11 Fahrenheit because it's going way, way lower. Different.
No. Fahrenheit.
16 degrees
Celsius.
Fahrenheit. 16 degrees Celsius is 61 degrees.
So Fahrenheit 12. So no. Fahrenheit minus 12.
Yes.
Ah.
Fahrenheit minus 12 and Celsius
minus
minus
24.
12.
Yeah, see? There's a little difference there in the plus and minus.
Okay, say that
So
again.
so minus 12 Fahrenheit is colder than Celsius.
I don't know if New York's colder ultimately. The numbers says we're colder.
Yeah.
And I don't deal with heat well. Like, if I go to Florida, I'm fucking sweating the second I'm in the climate. It's just,
Yeah.
Minus 12
last
Fahrenheit
year-
is Scotland temperatures. Because Scotland gets colder than England.
TikTok told me about this thing. I bought another one on Black Friday just because I'm going to be traveling so much and I know sooner or later it's going to die. But this thing also has a flashlight and a phone charger. It'll charge your phone 3 times.
Yeah.
It's
And
got
it's a-
like
and
an
it's a
SOS
fan.
flashlight and the
Yeah.
fan. Every time I take a shower, I'm over here. I gotta dry the bottom half of this before I put this shit back on. It's a blessing for me. Oh my god.
You know, while you're here, try to find some Luzanis. The fruit that's here.
Ryo, we're in the
Oh,
Philippines.
Luzanis.
It sounds familiar.
I thought that was a pastry wrap, like a bit like a spring roll, but
No, it's a
We're
fruit.
gonna try this
Yeah,
thing for now.
They're kind of out of season right now, but apparently they've had an extremely long Luzani season this time.
What kind of roll is this? Spring roll? Last year you guys went to Manila. Yeah, we're technically still in Manila, but we're in shit, I already forgot where we are. Mali?
Malate.
Malta?
Malate.
Well, I was
No?
in Makati,
I'm asking.
and this is Malate. Malate.
Malate,
Malate.
yes.
I just have to say Makati first because it makes more sense then in my brain.
I said that wrong. Minus 11 Celsius is 12 degrees Fahrenheit because there's no minus. I think that's right.
Yeah, there's definitely a difference in both directions.
But they cross, the numbers cross.
But that's what
right
I
at
said. I don't know
11.
what happens when. But mine
What's really
says
stupid is that America is the only one that is
uses
stupid.
Fahrenheit.
Or inches, or fucking miles. I come
Gallons.
here and I'm like, yeah, our measuring system is stupid.
But
Why don't we
Well,
just
it
use
is.
everything
do,
else the
do,
world
do you know why it
uses?
is? Because you imported it from England.
Yeah.
We used to use pounds,
There's
miles,
3 systems in
Yeah.
the world. There's 3 systems.
the imperial, and
Yes.
and it came from
Imperial
England.
bullshit, American bullshit, and metric system.
And
Yep.
England still uses a combination of both.
Yeah.
Most of our stuff, unlike Europe, we use
How
miles.
confusing. It's crazy.
We
Yeah,
use
why they wanna
miles
confuse
and miles
everybody.
per hour. But a lot of countries use kilometers.
Yeah,
We use both pounds and kilograms,
that's a pain in the ass.
but we understand it. But we don't use gallons. We use liters. But we do use pints.
Why do they want to confuse everybody? Is what I want to know.
And you use feet and inches.
Yes.
I'm 6 foot.
Yeah.
You're not gonna say.
No, you're 180,
Yeah.
2, 3,
Yeah,
whatever
you're not
it is.
gonna do that.
Yeah. England uses a mixture of both now.
Yeah.
And as I say, petrol is litres, so not gallons. Milk is pints,
Yeah.
but you can also buy in litres. But generally, it's 1 pint. It's from when a milkman came to your door in the morning and gives you a pint of milk. So we sell 4 pints of milk for a big, 2 pints of milk.
Yeah.
But
Imagine if they delivered milk to your house in America still.
but some places,
Oh, they used to do that.
Yeah,
Often.
way back in the day.
Can't do that now. Oh,
You
shit.
can't even buy it.
You're going to prison. You give raw milk, you're going to prison.
My neighbors, they were farmers for 5 generations, and this, like, I think 5 or 8 years ago, whenever my son was about 5, they forced them to start putting things into their milk and into their cows,
Yeah.
and they were like, no, we're not going to do that. Well, you can't sell your milk to people then anymore. So they were like, well, I guess we're done farming, because they have like morals, and they were like, we're not going to do it. So they sold their farm. You know, it's sad to see. It was really sad to see. Like,
That's what's going on.
On my fucking own road with
That's
my
what's
own
going
eyes.
on. Now they're wanting to put mRNA vaccines in all the cows. It's just crazy.
Yeah,
It just keeps going.
The vaccines are coming from your fucking food now.
Yeah.
Yeah, insane.
but
And that's the kind of topic I can't talk too much about.
That's right.
one thing I don't like about you guys is you pretty much like bleached chicken.
What's that?
Chicken
Yeah,
that's
bleach it.
farmed. You can go on the floor, you pick it up, you bleach it,
Yeah, it's terrible.
wash it again, ship it. That doesn't happen in Europe, at least. Don't know about out here, but I think out here the practices are again completely different. But
You're saying you pick up a chicken?
in America,
They're bleached.
they're bleached.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they process everything.
Yeah, but
Everything's got
in,
chemical
in
processing.
England that does not happen. Or Europe, or Western, I'd say just Europe, but I don't know the extent of the countries. But in Europe, it's kept sterile.
Yeah.
Once it's cut and skinned and put to processing, it's washed.
I'm trying to read the chat, guys. I see it going by. I'm
But
just reading it very little.
There's no chemical touches that chicken. What we pump into
That's the way it should be.
What we pump into the chickens beforehand doesn't matter, because there's always stuff you
Hormones.
feed them
Yeah.
to make them big.
Hormones.
Yeah. I don't know about that, but yeah. One of the things we will not accept in Europe is chicken from America because it's bleached.
Well, there's 30 countries now in the world that have outlawed American food completely.
Yeah. It's like the eggs. You guys sort of wash them with something,
You
and
can't
they
store
have,
them. You have to
they have
refrigerate
to
them.
stay in the
Yeah.
fridge.
Yeah.
In Europe, they're just on the shelf because we don't need that because
Yeah, I
the
have-
shell,
Of course
the
not.
shell is intact.
I have chickens, so I don't fucking buy
Yeah.
them.
Well, yeah. So,
Then I leave them on the counter, just like everybody else.
Yeah. They're
My
all
chickens
the
all
time.
got eaten this year, though. Unfortunately, there's none of them in my house. They all got eaten by something.
well, yeah. All of the Western world pumps full meat full of steroids to make it grow big quick. That's how they make money.
Antibiotics, hormones.
Yeah.
They do the same thing here in the U.S.
Yeah.
Or no, here in the Philippines, because a lot of let's say if you're injecting hormones into somebody, it might have a gender confusing kind of effect. And some of the elders here think it's got to do with hormones going into chickens that the children are eating that causes gender confusion.
Well, they're also killing the sperm count in America.
Oh, it's way down.
It's so far down that like soon we're going to be in the same situation as China, but China forced people to only have one kid for a while, which fucked them and their population.
Well,
But now they're going to do that to
created
America.
40 million available young men with nothing to do. What are you going to do with them? Well, let's send them somewhere else to fight wars.
Yeah, they just sent what 20 million immigrants to America.
Yeah. Completely across the border.
Yeah.
Wild side. Nothing. The only thing we know is the ones who came in. The one place in the world you can come in without a visa is Ecuador, which is on the border of the very South America.
Yeah.
So these people get the money, they can fly into Ecuador, then they walk across the Darien Gap up, and that's how they're coming in.
Yep.
And the only people who can make this trip are military-age men.
Which tells us something about what's probably going to happen in America in the next couple of years.
Yeah.
Big part of the reason I'm getting the hell out of there.
Yeah.
I don't want to be there when the shit goes down.
Me too. That's why I'm here.
I want to rather visit there.
I'm not here before extraordinary.
I know a Korean friend has left, but they just had their parliament divided in two halves. A martial law code.
Yeah.
You've got
Martial law cult. What did you just say?
cult.
Cult.
No, not cult. Cult. They announced.
Martial
Oh yeah,
law.
there's martial law in
South Korea.
South Korea now.
But it's stopped now again. But their government is
This
like
Korean
split in
just
two.
said it's over.
Yeah.
So it was
That's
that
what I mean.
quick.
It lasted a couple of days and now it's stopped.
It was probably their
But-
tester, just like fucking pandemic.
That was
Yeah.
their government splitting in half. And one side
I
that
was
was
afraid you were some liberal.
the one that
I don't
is
follow politics like that.
I don't
think it's
either.
all against. I think
The-
they're all against this.
the party
I agree with you completely.
the party that
We
was
never had this conversation, but
the party that wasn't in power
I try not to make people mad.
tried to steal the
there's-
government.
What's more important is that you find what you can agree on first, and then later I can tell you full of shit you are.
So yeah, there's so much smoke and mirrors in politics that it's just
God,
unbelievable. And as I say, but around the world at the moment, it is just fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like, so one example was Korea. The other is in Europe with, what's the country? Not Bulgaria. Yeah. They're,
A lot of these things
They-
we don't see on the news.
there's now a
They
pro.
hide them. They hide so many
they hide
things.
everything.
Yeah, there's now a pro-Russia government that was
For Slovenia,
not Slovenia,
Slovakia.
not Romania, not Slovakia, not Belarus.
Well,
But in Europe, there's turmoil. I need to look at a map and I'll tell you the country. But
I'm gonna go take a leak real quick.
yeah. Map.
I was looking, but everything takes too long.
Yeah, go back to Europe.
Hey guys, thank you for hanging out and talking to each other while we all rant about how messed up the world is.
No, Belarus is what's.
Yeah, we're talking about how the food causes low sperm count in America. Yeah. This is funny because us ladies think guys always think about coitus and women, but they're thinking about chicken and world problems. Yeah, guys, you see, we're not just out here talking about sex. We're talking about how the world works.
Georgia is a country in Europe right now that is divided and they are protesting on the streets. A government got voted in that is pro-Russia, but they think the election was rigged.
Election is rigged. Every one of them is rigged.
And
All pre-planned.
Georgia links itself to Russia, like it borders Russia. So they have border contacts. And the new government now says, we're joining Russia. We're leaving the EU. We're now friends with Russia and not the EU. But all the people on the streets are now fucking saying, we're not having this.
That's the fastest piss ever. Just look at the bathroom.
And
No, I'm just really good.
and if you look
Didn't
at
even unzip.
recent results in France and Germany, that I don't want to say the word because that'll get you banned. The far right wing, that's the word, parties are gaining traction. Europe is splitting, and maybe not this year, but in a few years, if that continues, what happens to the world? And I like
Is
I think we have to worry
isn't
more
that
about
exactly
the BRICS.
what happened in Nazi
BRICS
Germany?
nation.
yes.
You
Well,
had the split
don't
between
say
the
that.
communists.
Don't say that word.
Nazi Germany?
Well,
Yeah,
the N word probably is not a good one.
yeah.
But
So
in Germany, you had the fascists and you
Yes,
had the
that's the one.
communists, and they were at odds, and it was broken in between two different factions. Which funny is, they really weren't that not similar.
yeah, well, I know.
They were very
You
familiar.
know who
They were
runs NASA, right?
You mean
But-
Werner von Braun?
and
All fucking.
and then
Of course.
and then to bring USA into it slightly, you now do have a right-leaning.
With the new guy, I mean, I don't follow enough about what a right lean and a left lean is. Like he said, he didn't know my stance. I don't pay enough
It's
attention
not.
to the.
It's really, if anything,
He is a fan of Russia and China, and
He's a-
North Korea.
he's a what?
A fan of Russia,
Yeah.
North Korea, and China,
Yeah, he's good friends
He-
with
he-
Kim Jong Un.
and Putin, and
Yeah. Huh?
so it doesn't mean that the world's ending, but it's not a good thing. He's right-leaning. That's what I'm saying. And the world is turning right-leaning. And when that happens, you end up with.
But I'll tell you. I'll be the first to tell you.
And at the moment, if that happens, I think the right will win. Because this time round, with US, if US join China and Russia,
I don't think.
And-
What just happened in the
happens, it's not a good sign. That's all I'm saying.
What just happened in the U.S. is not right-leaning. It's just anti-left. It's more anti-left than right-leaning. Now, I'm not saying that there's not some really, really big problems with this, but I think there really are. There's some really big problems about what just happened.
It happens in every country, and that's what I'm saying. There's a left and there's a right. But at the moment, we're turning
It's
right.
I think it's beyond.
We have a no politics channel, but that's exactly what we're doing right now.
I think we stop politics.
I have a no politics, no
No,
religion channel.
Yeah. So,
And that's all we're talking about.
Yeah. So we drop that.
Judy, oh my God, I have someone calling me
Go back to
from the
chickens.
Virgin Islands.
Okay. Another.
My comment is no politics.
What was happening with your American turkeys that were bred from a farm? Although that was a story from 20 years ago, I think, wasn't it?
What was that?
What's the brand of turkey?
Turkey the country?
No.
Turkey the bird.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know about that one.
It's probably another touchy subject, and I think it was an old story that has been rehashed to.
I know this Thanksgiving I ate frog for dinner instead of turkey.
Not really.
Yeah. I went to a simple Filipino
There we
dinner,
go. You see?
Yeah.
and frog was on the thing, and I was like, you know what? I've never eaten frog before, so put it on my plate. It was good.
I did once in France and I didn't like it, but I was down here. I was 12
It
years
literally
old.
tastes like chicken. Like
But you know what I had in Thailand? Going on to a different shop.
scorpion.
No.
I ate the scorpion. Alligator.
It runs on the ground.
Well, that's a scorpion.
Cats eat them.
Cockroaches.
No. A cat will eat this.
Cat'll eat almost anything.
A cat. A rat.
Oh. I've not eaten a rat. I'm not too interested in a rat. I'll try everything once though. I will. Like.
It was all right, apart from they didn't tell me that they just essentially, with a knife, mashed it all the bones. So then when
Oh, okay. That sucks. I don't like food like that. The Jamaicans do that with their chicken. They just ka 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 ka, and then you gotta like pick all the bones out.
A bone in my throat. But the meat, a bit like duck, a bit like something else.
You know what I actually
It's a
love?
it's a dark meat.
I love the balut.
I've not tried it, but
Oh my god, it's
honestly,
good.
honestly, I just can't.
It looks gross, but it literally, like, you sip the juice out first, and it tastes like chicken broth. And then, like, the
When
whole
you-
thing,
But I can't.
it doesn't
That,
feel
that
like
is
you're
one
eating a
thing
duck.
I can't bring myself to eat.
It doesn't feel like
I've
you're eating
eaten,
a duck.
crocodile, ostriches,
Crocodile's
rats.
great.
Probably eaten dog at some point, but I don't know.
If you eat
Oh, my
McDonald's
travel-
in America,
yeah,
you
yeah.
probably eat human.
Well, dark meats in Asia can be a variety.
Yeah.
No, I think even in York, in England, there was a restaurant that I ordered from. They got done by the Environmental Food Standards Agency, serving dog, and that's in England. And I ate from that restaurant. So maybe I've eaten dog, maybe, but probably in Vietnam I've eaten dog.
I don't know how true it is because I learned it on a YouTube reel, but or a YouTube short. But they say in America occasionally they find human in McDonald's food.
Huh?
I don't disagree.
Finding tuna?
Human.
You said that earlier, didn't you? I think.
Yeah, absolutely. No, this is really happening.
I've never heard that.
There's there's human flesh markets.
But-
there was actually a show in the U.S. about a cooking show, and they asked them what do you think the secret ingredient of the sausage is? Oh, I don't know.
But-
Is it this, or is it human flesh? And it turned out human flesh.
Surely it's more expensive. Probably. Yeah, surely it's more
That's not the
expensive
point.
to. Surely it's more expensive to try and get a human body part to mince
Well, depends. Like
It
than
depends on
it
what
is
where
to
you
buy a
are.
cow or a horse.
it depends.
they're
And
trying to make certain people disappear.
and,
so
and was that contamination just from in a factory with somebody who's ended up with a thing of
right,
like-
right, could have been. Yeah.
But that
We
makes
don't
more
know.
sense, doesn't it? They're
But
working
for
in
it
a
to-
factory, they're mincing meats, they're doing whatever, and there's some sort of injury. It happens all the time. So maybe that's why they found contamination. But yeah,
Luckily, I don't eat fast food, so
I'm off of McDonald's right now.
I don't eat fast food at all.
Human flesh and that shit for sure.
I haven't
I
since
don't.
I
I'm
was.
done. I don't think I'll ever eat McDonald's again. I'm done.
I haven't since I'm 20 years old.
I
Just based on the ingredients of the French fries, when I learned about that, I was like, if they're
Yeah.
putting that many ingredients in something that should be potato,
it should be
oil, and
potato,
salt,
tomato, and beef tallow.
But the problem is, and I discussed it with him earlier, American food produce, and he was saying that J.F. Kennedy wants to cut down on that shit. Doesn't happen in Europe. Fries, potato, oil, salt.
It's a bar. I was looking for this. This is a bar I went into in New York City. I just happened to go into it because I'm always drawn into really crazy shit. But it was a grunge bar, and I went in there several times because it was a bust. This was the chick's head tattooed, and I just went in there because it was near the bus where I was at. Where I was going to take a bus back to Kentucky. And this place was just full of this shit, and I went in there every time I went to that bus
they have a
station.
place like that in Philly too.
It was just a crazy.
Every
just-
inch of it has some kind of something.
yeah, it was just, and the people in there, and I went in there and just talked to them and just hung out and just
This would be me over here.
yeah. So anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you. It was like,
Yes, sorry guys, I am brutal on America because I know too much about it, and that's why I'm leaving. And I'm from New York for Joe. Thank you for coming in.
But yeah, you guys do tend to add too many additives to some of your food.
Way too many additives.
Even Europe adds a lot of additives, but
but we're superior. We're the superior country of the world.
Because the money is worth more. That's literally the only reason. In my opinion. One thing I love about this country, and I'm going to show the camera this.
We're guinea pigs.
Y'all know I hate cigarettes, but I love that they do this.
You should check out other countries. Full out. That's half out. England, full out. Full package. Showed lung disease and the rest of it.
Yeah, you don't see that in the U.S. We're not allowed to advertise cigarettes anymore. But
in some countries, it's full out, not a half. That's half.
yeah, I think
You get full
Thailand
out.
has the full.
You cannot read Camel on the packet, pretty much, apart from a subscription on the side.
See, but what makes a guy like you continue smoking? You know.
I used to vape. And then I went to Thailand.
Ugh.
It's banned. Then my vape.
Really?
And then I.
It's banned, but they legalized marijuana.
Yeah. And then I had an actual machine rather than a vape pen. That broke. I just went back on cigarettes, and I've not gone back since. And I should. It's legal here, and it's semi-legal in Thailand.
Yeah, I see people with vapes in Thailand.
As I said to him earlier, the police run off bribes. So because it's illegal, if you're in a tourist area and they spot you,
You're more likely to get
fine
fined.
you $50 every time they see you. And I've seen it happen. I was vaping and the guy in front of you gets busted, but not me.
Well, same thing like with helmets there, you know.
Yeah,
They don't bother most people,
But
but mess with the tourists because they can get a little money out
they
of
set
it.
up a trap on the road. Thai people can go through. Some
you
English,
see-
but then they stop.
You see a
20
white
people.
person or a black person, it's like,
Yeah.
here you go, let's get some
They
money out
stop
of you
20
guys.
people a day and they have made a fucking
Fortune, yeah.
Thai language.
Luckily, I drove right through one of those once. I don't know why they let me through, 'cause
Yeah,
they stopped the guy behind me,
That's what I say.
but they let me through.
It's so
Because they can't
unpredictable.
stop.
It's-
They can't stop everyone, but they know that if they just set up for 2 hours, they will catch 20 people.
They probably looked at me and like,
And
that
they
guy's
see
broke.
but they see 100 people breaking the law, but they'll stop 20 out of 100, and that's all they need.
Yeah. It is funny how that works. Same way in Mexico with stuff.
Yeah.
I had a rental car in Mexico, and
Ah,
the rental
never
cars,
rent a
they
car.
know. And we parked the rental car in a parking spot outside of a yoga place. We were going to do this crazy yoga experience on the water, whatever, you know, some hippie shit. And the guy comes in, and I only speak about this much Spanish, but I understand about that much. And the guy comes in, and he says a whole bunch of shit. And I was like, Steve, I think they just towed our car. And he's like, how do you know? And I was like, well, I understand a little bit, and I heard 3 of those words, and then they said the year of or the color of our car. So I was like, I'm gonna paddle back. I paddle back, and sure enough, the car's gone. And the guy's trying to, saying a bunch of shit to me. I was like, fuck, I don't understand. So I asked the guy at the register, and he was like, yeah, they towed your car, and they're asking for money.
Yeah.
He said,
1,000 pesos or whatever.
if it goes to the actual place, it's going to
It's
be
more.
this much. But if you pay for it
Pay
now, it's going to be this much. So I had to pay
Understandable.
the cop, and I had to pay the taxi
Yeah.
or the truck, and they gave our car back. But it's like, this is a little hustle. It was my first time experiencing the hustle of another country. But you gotta flow with what they're doing. You know, you just learn quickly, I guess.
I've never had that issue. Never had that. You know, part of the reason why I think I've never had that issue. Dude, I cannot tell you how many times people have asked me, are you U.S. military?
You look like a military guy.
Yeah.
I said that to you last time. You look like a fucking military guy. I don't know what it is.
Even just when the military looks at me, they look at me and they're like,
Partially the
it's
haircut.
almost like they want to be like, sir,
Yeah, they want to be.
sir.
You look like a military guy. That's the
Just
furthest
like-
thing I look like. Furthest thing. You look like the guy that's against the military.
That's why. Yeah.
But isn't
Yeah, I
that
think that's why they.
We're in Malta, Philippines, Manila.
And not only, okay, you say I look like it. Okay.
you could have actually
Well, you gotta
I
act
act
like
like it, and I talk like it. It's no.
Yeah, I can see it.
Oh,
It
it's-
works in your favor, though. You know.
It does. It does. It's like.
But like, if I go certain places, like I was traveling through the U.S. Virgin Islands and the British Virgin Islands, and my friend wanted to take me to this place to go buy a little something that we can't use that word. But he was like, listen, most people can't walk in this area, but I think because you have long dreadlocks, you're probably going to be all right. Well, we turn the corner and go into this one, like, it's a really residential, small area, people are living in shacks and stuff. Guy puts a gun on the thing as soon as I walk by, and he looks at me, and he's like, what are you doing here? And I was like, I'm just here with him to go buy something. And he's like, oh, Rastaman, white Rastaman, you're good, go ahead, brother. And I was like, shit, my dreadlocks just fucking saved me. And that's happened at least 5 times.
Where at?
That was in St. Croix. It also happened in St. John, just like in the ghetto. It happened in Mexico once. Here, it didn't, nothing like that, but I've made 2 friends because I had dreadlocks. Like, I saw another dreadlock guy, we gave each other the nod, and then the guy wanted to interview me. He's like, yo, fucking, where are you from? He's from Estonia, and he has, like, a small YouTube channel. And he's like, can I interview you, dude? He's like, I don't see a lot of people with dreadlocks out here. I figured, And I was like, instant friends just because. Same thing just today in a hotel. I chased down one of my air tags that I lost something. So I went back to an old hotel I was at. I'm trying to find my thing. There's a black guy in there with dreadlocks, and he was like, American? And I was like, yeah, man, nice fucking hair. He gives me the little fucking this dealie. He's like, yo, we should get together. Same thing with a guy from Germany earlier tonight. Saw a guy with a lot of tattoos and dreadlocks. He gave me the nod. I gave him the nod back. He's like, where are you from, man? We made fucking instant friends. It's almost like military people kind of get that. Dreadlock people get that. Like, I feel like sometimes African people have that. Like, if they're, a couple people from Africa, it's just that, it's that weird stereotype shit, but
yes,
it works for me.
I used to have long hair.
Yeah, long-haired people will, like, blend with each other, Birds of a feather flock together, It's worked in my favor a few times.
Used to do a lot of things and get away with a lot of things. I'll leave that that. That was when I was 20.
You still want to try to go get something to eat?
Yeah, I think it's more about going because it takes too long to get here. We could always come back. Plus, it'll probably be better for the.
Here soon, they'll shut all this down and they'll turn the lights off and you can see. It's really an awesome.
I might come back, but I'm gonna go and find some food.
You guys think we should go out and get some food?
Let's go get something to eat.
It's happening. It's happening.
That's how this happens. It used to be.
Boom. Now you guys gonna need to hear my mouth.
Okay, across the street.
What? Angelica's here.
Cheap food place in Manila.
Give me some chicken, some rice, some adobe, some. I don't know what.
Yeah, the dreadlocks have saved me a few
But
times.
It was cheap and it was good, and it was unbelievable.
I'm all about the
And it was
local
just, It was
food.
24 hours, so you could hang out here. You come in jet lag, it didn't matter. You come in to drink. I mean, they're staying open pretty late too now, but
I also need toilet.
yeah.
Germans.
Cigarettes as well, but
Let's go get something to eat.
All right, guys, we're gonna take a walk, so I'm not gonna be able to see the chat for a few minutes, but I'm gonna take y'all with me. Remember to bear with me on the connection shit. We might have a disconnect on the elevator. Don't leave the chat. Don't leave the views. We will get disconnected in the elevator, I promise, but I'll be back in 4 seconds. I know Americans have a 10-second brain. Oh, I should probably pay for my drink, though, huh? I should probably pay for my drink, though. How about this? Peace out. Can I pay for my drink?
170. Finish?
Yeah, we'll be back in a little bit. Sometimes I'll get talking and walk away and be like, oh, fuck. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
All right, guys. We're going to go for a walk.
Okay, you get too drunk and leave that thing. It is gone.
I don't remember.
Oh, fuck.
You good?
We can go, but I want a toilet. There was no toilets available. So,
I swam with one of those guys. We were talking about your leg earlier, and how the first time I ever ordered food. We were talking about your leg earlier, and how the first time I ever ordered food in the Philippines was because your leg hurt so